Hey YouTube, what's happening? Jeff coming at you from the 51 Hudson Hornet, and my mechanic over here, Cecilia. And today, I'm going to show you guys how to lap some valves. So, here's my #1 cylinder exhaust valve, and got it mostly cleaned up. Valve stem's all looking good. Got most of the stuff cleaned off the crud, enough to get the car started. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lap the faces, and what that's going to do is that's going to mate this surface right here to the bore down here. And what it's going to do is, you know, make the equal surfaces like perfect, so it can create compression, because there's no actual gaskets in these things at all. They rely on like a perfect mating surface. So, and that's where valve lapping really comes in handy. And you know, the only things you need is a valve lapping tool, and it's got suction cups on either end, and valve lapping compound grinding paste. And all it is a granular paste that you smear on the valve. The valve goes back in, the tool goes on top, and you wiggle the valve back and forth, and what it does is it just creates and sort of takes off some surface area on the seat of the valve. And you know, I'll give you a little demonstration here, and it really doesn't take that much. You take your valve compound paste here, and take your valve, and you sort of just squirt some around here. Ain't that right, Cece? Get some on there like that. Okay. And what you do is, before it goes back in, get a bit of oil onto the valve stem itself, so it's not going in dry. Okay. And it goes back in like that. Then you take your valve tool, suction it to the top, and sort of whittle it like you're trying to make a fire. And you'll actually hear the pitch of the noise change from a coarse grind to a higher pitch, and that's where the compound itself is working itself in and moving it around. And what you want to do is take the valve and the stem, turn it 180 degrees, put it back down. That helps get the valve compound paste back where it's supposed to, and start again. And it's really hard to show you on a video, but you'll actually feel it. You'll feel it very coarse, and then it'll get smoother and smoother. And what you're doing is you're burring out the face of the valve and the seat itself and making a perfect mating surface. So then up and down again, 180. You can get a little faster. This is old school stuff here, right? Mm-hmm. Is Daddy's car old?
Yeah!
Yeah, it's really old.
Wait, this car is old.
Yeah, am I old?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty young. So you just keep going back and forth until you hear the pitch change in the sound. That's when you know you take it up, do it 180 degrees, and start again. And then what you can do, you take the tool off, or actually you got to use the tool to pull the valve out. It's the easiest way. Pull the valve out, clean her off, and the camera's sort of hard, but you can see it's starting to get all shiny. It's making a perfect lip, but when I look at it, I'm still seeing some pitting. When I look at the actual seat itself, and there's still some pitting, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some more compound paste on here. Back in the hole, a bit of oil. Okay. Sometimes when the valve gets too oily and greasy, the tool doesn't want to grab. But just takes patience. When you're working on 1951 cars, it's all about the patience. That's why I gotta keep telling myself all the time, because the first attempt at this car last year, I really just slapped it together, and well, here I am a year later pulling the head off again and going through the valves because I didn't have patience. There we go. So we're grinding, very coarse. Then I hear it change up and down.
Coming out.
Who's coming out? Ariel? Yeah. Okay, bring him over here.
I can't walk on it.
Both my kids are coming out.